Well, it's a nice cool morning this morning. It's 47 degrees. I love this weather here. I don't like the heat. Looks like the pile burned up real good, considering what I started with those wet logs. It burned down more than I thought it would. So I'm gonna restack these and see if I can get them to finish burning up today. Then my dogs come to check out what's going on. They don't hang around much when the equipment's running, but if I'm in the lot here, anytime I move, they're right with me. So I restacked the fire and it started right back up instantly. So I should be able to hopefully get the rest of this burned up today. We'll have to see what happens. Some of those logs are really wet on the ends, like this one here. This one, the bank slid off and it completely covered it with dirt, so it's probably soaked. But I wish I'd have recorded it last night, but my battery went dead while I was down here watching the fire, and I noticed that that sandstone rock there got so hot that it actually started glowing, and you can tell how the color of it's changed where it got so hot. But it was glowing just like a kiln or a furnace that it got so hot. So hopefully this will burn up today, and I'll come back this evening after work and restack it. Get this all burned up. Well, it's been 2 days since I started the fire, and you can see most of it's burned away. There's still a little bit of hot embers down in the bottom, but just about everything burnt. And I was talking about how hot the fire got, and you can see right here is a slab of rock that popped off this from somewhere. I'm thinking it was probably right there, but I'm not sure. And you can see little pieces here that broke off. It got so hot that that sandstone was glowing red. That's probably what caused it to burn away so good. But I'm glad it's all gone. It's something else I don't have to worry about moving. I pulled some limbs out of this tree right here so the goats could eat a little bit, but I don't guess I really needed to, because I'm going to try to take this whole tree down. And I'm hoping my poor little excavator is man enough to do it. I should be able to, because most of this tree is just growing on this rock wall here, this face. So the roots can't be very deep. And you can see right here where I'd moved those logs that the roots were just barely underground. So I'm hoping I'll be able to just dig around a little bit and then push it over. But I mean, it's not no big monster excavator, but it does all right. I don't know if any of you have noticed, but here's my hood that I started hand making last year, and I never got it finished, but I went ahead and put it on because I was getting leaves down in around the fuel tank and stuff, and I was kind of afraid of a fire. So I knew Andrew Camerata had a excavator burnt to the ground on him because of that. It just got me thinking I better go ahead and put that on, and I'll finish it this winter. Well, I got it down. Took me a little while, but it's down. Well, the dogs come to check things out. I guess they heard the commotion. When that excavator's running, they take off, but as soon as I shut it off, here they come again. That's probably the biggest tree I've ever took down with this little excavator. But it's crazy how that root system followed that rock. I mean, it's an exact copy of this little rock outcrop. I had all this cleaned off. I mean, stripped plumb down to the rock. I guess it was either 6 or 7 years ago. And I can't believe that tree grew that much in that short time. I don't even know what kind of tree that is, but it's a fast growing tree is all I know. Because like I said, that was stripped down completely to rock, all the way up to the base. I'm thinking it was 7 years ago, but I'm not sure. But it was clean just like this right here. And there's another tree that started in the last 5 or 6 years, I guess. I think that's a maple tree. Not sure. But at least that one's down. Those up there I'll have to cut with the chainsaw. Unless I thought about making a little road across the top right there. That way I can have access, because I'm going to put a new fence up through there. I put a temporary fence up there and the goats has destroyed it, pushed it down. So I'd kind of like to have a road up there so I'd have easy access. But see here, the tree hit the ground and here come the goats coming to eat the leaves. They love fresh leaves off the tree. Well, I guess my next little project will be to cut this thing up. that'll save me a lot of work with the chainsaw, so I don't have to cut it all up. And I'll let the goats eat what they want tomorrow, and then when I get off work, I'll pile the rest of this on the fire and let it burn if it starts up good enough, but it looks like it's going to. That tree breaks up real easy. That's one good thing. But I'll cut this up and stack it. I may keep that for firewood. I don't know if it's a good wood for like camp wood or something like that, but I know one thing, I need to get my lights back on the excavator. I painted it back in the winter and I forgot to, well, I didn't forget, I just haven't had a chance to put the lights back on it. It come in handy right now where the days are starting to get shorter. But that's all I'm going to do for today, and I'll start back on it tomorrow evening if it don't rain. It's supposed to rain, but we'll see what it does.